Nascido na França com cidadania suíça, o Dr. John Graz, que já visitou mais de 100 países ao redor do mundo e vive hoje nos Estados Unidos, acredita que é o Brasil quem deve levantar a bandeira da liberdade religiosa diante de outras nações do planeta. Entre o encontro com pastores e um congresso realizados no interior de São Paulo, o Dr. Graz, secretário-geral da Associação Internacional de Liberdade Religiosa, conheceu a sede local da Igreja Adventista do Sétimo Dia e os estúdios de rádio e TV da Novo Tempo no Oeste Paulista. No novo centro de mídia, o líder alertou sobre as tendências mundiais de intolerância e defendeu a posição cristã no debate em torno da questão da homofobia.
When you read the World Report about religious freedom, Brazil is always on the top 10 best nation about religious freedom. But you know, you are living in a continent who was in the past the champion for religious freedom. And we see today more and more countries, you know, where the government wants to control religious freedom, where you have more and more restriction. It means that there are a trend against religious freedom. And Brazil has to be careful because they can follow the trends too. Around the world, you have a trend against religious freedom. You know, more alliance between church and state, more control from the government. And you know, the trends don't stop at the border. It means you can be influenced from outside. It means even if you have religious freedom today, you don't know if you will have it tomorrow. It means you have to be positive, you have to be proactive and defend these religious freedom you have today to be sure that you will have still religious freedom tomorrow. And also I would like Brazil become a voice around the world, a voice, an international voice, a world voice for religious freedom, because we have less and less countries in the world defending religious freedom. Brazil should become the leaders in the world for religious freedom. You think that every minority should be protected and should have a right. That's correct. But you know, the problem is when the state decided that you should restrict your freedom, and especially your freedom of conscience. We agree that it's not good to attack a minority. It's not good to incite violence against any kind of people. We are for peace and respect human rights. But it's not good too, you know, to impose to a religion to forget what they believe just to please to one minority or another. It means we should have the right to speak and to say that, you know, we respect everyone, but we disagree with this point, or we disagree with another point. It is part of what we believe, without being persecuted. You can imagine a country where you have no right to say you disagree. That's a very, very serious about the limitation of freedom of expression. We recognize that people have the right to say we disagree with your church, even to say that your church is not the right church, even to say that you will go to hell if you believe that you believe, as long as they don't persecute us. That's their opinion. We have just the opposite opinion. But we don't want to be forced by the law to be obliged to think just in one way. We have the right to disagree. That makes a democracy different. You know, you have the right to disagree, and you have the right and the freedom to express your thought about why you disagree. I encourage a church to have one day every year where they can invite people from different religions and speak about religious freedom. You know, it has nothing to do with ecumenism and so on. It's just, you know, public relation to make friends, to be sure that people will understand what is it, what religious freedom is. We don't have to wait to have a problem to do something. We have to make sure that people know us as we are, and not as some other people believe we are. You know, that is our responsibility.